Alright. What the hell is going on, everybody, and welcome back. We have ourselves some very special matches to cast over the next few days. We're going to be starting with this one, and if you guys and girls like it, we will upload some more. Parting in the top right side of the map, SuperNova in the top left. And this is the SC Evo Complete mod, I believe it's called. And these replays were actually shared with me by Top. And the Korean scene has been all over this. It's basically StarCraft 2 and Broodwar races both put together into the StarCraft 2 engine. So Parting's playing StarCraft 2 Protoss. SuperNova, as you can see from this odd-looking supply depot, is playing StarCraft 1 Terran. Now, it's not exactly like StarCraft 1. Obviously, you can select unlimited units and multiple buildings and all these different StarCraft 2 features, but the stats of most of the units are very similar to StarCraft 1. Now, I don't know how accurate it is. I'm sure some things are off, and there's probably some things that are grossly imbalanced and broken. But the Korean scene, being so enamored with StarCraft 1, obviously, for many years, yet still having a lot of the best StarCraft 2 players in the world, have really been getting into this, and they've been hosting a bunch of show matches. So Top shared me what he said. He said, hey, we've been doing this mod. This is really fun. Do you want to check it out? I'll share you a bunch of the best matches. Apparently, they did like a series of best of threes, but he's just shared me individual maps where he said where they were the most fun, the most interesting. I don't know how good they'll be. I have no idea. I'm sure we're going to see some broken stuff, but I think it will be entertaining to see how they hold up. Now, remember, StarCraft 1 SCVs have 60 hit points, not 45. So they're way tankier. It's way harder for the probe to actually harass and kill them. So Parting's like trying to do his probe harass. It's not doing that much. The Marine, only 40 hit points, not 45. And I think it's a bit shorter range as well. Or I know it has like a range upgrade in StarCraft 1. Dude, I should have played some StarCraft. It's been a while since I played StarCraft 1. But I'm going to have to try and remember how all the differences work and all that sort of stuff. Now, there's no orbital command centers for StarCraft 1 Terran as well. And obviously, like, the numbers are going to be a little different since he's still mining 5 minerals and 4 gas per trip. Bunker is on the way on the natural as well. We've got an Adept coming out that's going to try and shade on in there. Now, these SCVs should still be light units, so they should get 3 shot by the Adept, same as the StarCraft 2 SCV. Normally, StarCraft 2 SCV almost dies to 2 shots, whereas this one, you can see it's going to take most of those 3 shots to die. Nexus going down for Parting as well. SuperNova is going to be going for a 3rd Marine and a factory. Now, the scary thing here is going to be Vultures, right? Vultures and StarCraft 1 siege tanks are friggin' overpowered, man. They're so good. So Parting's going to proxy Stargate, saying, hey, you won't have anything that shoots up at the start of this game. And he's going to hit with a really quick Oracle, most likely. Machine Shop comes out. I was about to say he's building a tech lab. No, sorry, guys. That's a machine shop, which allows you to get, Vulture spider mines. It allows you to get siege mode upgrade, all those sorts of things. Second factory in the way as well. So it definitely is going to be mech here. SuperNova doing a standard kind of 1-rax expand from StarCraft 1. Parting doing a StarCraft 2 1-gate expand with a proxy Stargate that's going to be hitting not the fastest possible, but pretty darn early. These Adepts going to be shading as well. Now, obviously, the depots can still raise and lower like StarCraft 2 depots, as otherwise things like Adept shades would probably be a little bit broken. So you can see they've tinkered with it. They've tried to balance it out, and I don't know a full list of the exact changes. So I'm going to be learning along with you guys as we check it. Researching spider mines, yeah. So spider mines are researching, and there is a siege tank building. Now, siege tanks, I think, only cost 2 supply in StarCraft 1. So your max out is insanely powerful. Ooh, Marines are going to go after this. Good micro by SuperNova so far. And, Parting could get that SCV. He will. Gets an SCV, does shade out. Oracle dives into the main base. Oh, no, the Oracle kills the engineering bay before it can finish. The SCVs are getting savage. SuperNova's getting wrecked right now by this early Oracle. Oh, this is potentially game-ending damage. The Marines come in to defend that mineral line. Parting, though, 9 kills. Oh, that is brilliant. 9 kills with his first bloody Oracle. And now what are we building? What's this, guys? Ion thrusters. Increases Vulture movement speed by 50%. Was that in StarCraft 1, guys? Was there a 50% move speed boost? I mean, I think they didn't tell you the exact stats in StarCraft 1 a lot of the time, but this looks like this just might be game over. There's nothing that shoots up here. He loses his Marines to the second Oracle. The missile turret cannot finish unless he puts, like, all the SCVs on it. The Oracle thankfully runs out of energy. That's still 18 SCVs and 3 Marines have died. Parting hasn't lost a unit. And I mean, of course, Parting just playing his race that's comfortable. SuperNova, I can't imagine, is as practiced with this. And there is a siege tank. It appears to be in siege mode on the high ground, but I don't think that was the priority, guys. I think the bigger priority, as we're finding out now, is getting anti-air up, because that's what you're so weak on. But man, dude, Vultures have sick damage. The spider mine unburrows there and then ends up reburrowing. Vultures, they don't have a crazy amount of hit points, remember. These guys, even at max life, only have 75 life, I believe. So much weaker. The oracles are dying as they're trying to burrow, though. Oh, the spider mines, I mean. The oracles just killed so many of them before they could burrow. Oh, can he actually kill all these vultures, though? Oh, my God. It looks like he just keeps killing the spider mines before they can burrow. Remember, the spider mines don't shoot up because they take a while to burrow underground. Oh, that's so friggin' good, man. But plus 50% movement speed. What the hell? Oh, my God. These units, if they get in, they can just start two-shotting workers, right? Oh, spider mine. Okay, he's going to try and put more spider mines on the high ground as well. Looks like they should be out of spider mines now. You normally only get 3 per vulture. He's going to kill a few of these probes. Dude, if he got in here without taking so much damage, this could be a very different game. That one there as well. Oh, God, he's in. He's putting more spider mines down as well. Dude, he's on top. The spider mines are burrowed. They're burrowed. Okay, yeah, so it does some damage there. 70 shields as well as knocking off the barrier. That one almost kills it. Dude, spider mines are good. The vulture's picking off quite a few probes as well. Another one just gonna run. You need to wall off. You need to wall your base off against these StarCraft 1 units that are so damn good. Look at this, spider mine burrows. That one does get shot down. But oh my gosh, this is so chaotic, dude. So many probes are going down on both sides. First the SCVs at the start, but now he's killed 13 probes to make up for it. SuperNova going for a 3rd command center, going for lots of factories, and the vultures are insane. Now remember, in StarCraft 1, I did see a comment. I looked up one of the Korean casts and did some Google Translate. One of the Korean commenters was saying, these spider mines seem to unburrow and blow up on things way faster and smoother than they did in StarCraft 1. And they think that's overpowered. And I had a lot of upvotes on the YouTube cast of one of the games I watched. So I don't know how true that is. You guys who are StarCraft 1 experts, let me know what you think on that. Observer comes out and he cleans that one up. Because that definitely could be a bit too powerful. More spider mines coming in. Third base does have a cannon at it. He cleans up a few of these spider mines. Going to try and take the gold base. Is Parting. And you know what? Parting's up 10 workers. Parting should be okay here, I would imagine. It's hard to see these spider mines as well, to be fair. But with the Observer, the units will target it. Oracle's going to come in again. There is a Goliath. But that Goliath just gets shot down. Oh, and he's going to get the siege tank as well. Parting. His Oracle's doing huge damage right now, man. Down in the bottom, a few vultures ready for a run by. They could do big damage behind that base, but right now, he's a little vulnerable. The Missile turret does get some nice shots off on those oracles, but they kill a few more SCVs. This puts Parting further and further ahead. He had such a good start, and if he can bust him now, that would be huge. Tanks are trying to build, but he needs these tanks to be pre-sieged. Otherwise, this couple of Immortals and Stalkers could ruin his day. These vultures, I don't think they realize that he's moved out right now. He's going to come down, kill that probe. Oh, is he though? Workers do not activate spider mines, for those who don't know, guys. Workers do not. So there we go. That probe goes down. There's a tank sieged on the front. Parting's got to be careful. These tanks are in range. They just don't have vision right now. Vultures do go down, as do the Stalkers. 3 more Vultures are going to run down around the south. Tanks are going to get some good shots off. These tanks, I don't know how much damage StarCraft 1 tanks do. I forget the stats on this. And I also don't know if they've adjusted it at all. Goliaths will take out these Oracles, but not before a siege tank dies. And the Oracles barely get out of there. Nicely done. Now he's got to stop building Goliaths and just go pure tank Vulture right now to make sure he survives. And these tanks need to be careful. They're a little bit close to the front. They do have 175 hit points, which is, I believe, a bit tankier than a StarCraft 2 siege tank, which I think has 150. Actually, oh, I can't quite remember if that's changed at all. Oh, God, they're going to watch out. Observer does go down, but look at that. Tank shot's pretty damn effective. 3rd command center cannot be landing next to Immortals. They'll kill it way too quickly. SuperNova trying to move out to this base. He's got Vulture, Tank, Goliath coming in. StarCraft 1 mech against StarCraft 2 Protoss. Parting's trying to go Colossus Charge right now. Charge Zealots will be decent for dragging the spider mines onto the Terran units because of friendly fire. But remember, he doesn't have Arbiters. He doesn't have, like, Stasis. I actually think an air swap could be good. Even though Goliath's are good versus air, I don't think we've seen that upgrade yet. I don't think we've seen the Goliath range upgrade yet. So the Goliath range upgrade really buffs up their anti-air power, and I don't think he's invested in that just yet. Starport's on the way. Science vessels will no doubt come in so that he can detect observers and start to use, what's it called, Defense Matrix, which basically puts a temporary shield on your unit, and it just reduces all incoming damage to 1, I believe is how that works, if memory serves. Cannon's coming up on this base. Vulture's going to go in, do some more damage. Cannon does push them back for now. Vulture's going to move to the right side. Parting's trying to maintain control out here, but dude, he's got to protect his economy. He's got some Zealots and Stalkers trying to clean this up. Vultures do pretty good versus Zealots, though. That's like almost enough Vultures to two-shot a Zealot. I think it is, actually. Just going to run past. Dude, they're so fast. Okay, he's going to try and put down some spider mines everywhere. Parting's managed to secure a good 5-base economy, though. It doesn't really seem like he's that vulnerable anymore. few more of those probes do go down. The Vulture's going to try and back away. And it looks like they will go down, getting caught in the top side of that map. Stalker's catching those last ones. Well done. Parting's got map control. He's setting up stasis traps around the map. So he's saying, well, I might not have arbiters, but I've got stasis traps. I've still got my own version of BS. Can't quite build a nexus here as that spider mine is blocking it. +1 vehicle plating is about to finish. Very important to help those mech units be a bit tankier against the zealots and stalkers. His second armory's on the way as well, but I think out front, where's the spider mines, guys? He doesn't have enough spider mines out here. He's got a few, but not as many as you really kind of need if you want to deal with like a massive zealot swarm. Stargate's still alive in the very top of the map. I like that he's building turrets up there. He's got a lot of vultures in his main base. He's building a few spider mines there as well. Science facility has been built, and we've got that control tower, so we should be seeing a science vessel building soon to help deal with any future observers. Parting's got great map control, though. This is Parting's camera, guys. You can see he's moving forward here, and he's killing a lot of these spider mines before they can actually connect, so... Man, this is kind of wild. +2 attacks done for Parting. He's got +1 armor on the way. He's got an extra expansion as well. He's up 20 probes right now. SuperNova on less bases, but those tanks, man... Supply doesn't tell you everything. It's all about the tank count. He's only at about 9 tanks, though. I think he needs more. He needs more machine shop factories. He's only got 3 machine shop factories, and he's got, like, a tank in his main as well. I don't know if that's on purpose or not. I really think just more tanks. Turrets are also a pretty good idea. Colossus does clean up that one, though. Gets rid of that SCV. I like this, though. Vulture run-bys are always just going to be a nice, inexpensive way of potentially picking off a lot of your opponent's income. Just trying to kill as much as you can. Stalkers warped in to surround the vultures, so there's no retreat. Gotta watch out for that spider mine, though. Spider mine, oh, it gets shot down before it could do anything. Still 82 probes for Parting. Supernova's getting 2-2 upgrades. I don't know, man. Isn't air swap the way to do it? It might be. In classic StarCraft 1, air swaps, like if you get a carrier swap out, was a pretty big way of dealing with Terran if you got enough expansions and got to the late game. Did he just go for... yeah, he's got ComSat station, guys. So he can ComSat station scan out there. He's got ComSat stations on these bases. These little add-ons for the command center that allow him to basically do a scan. Cannot use mules with it. I think it does have another ability, right? I can't remember what that ability is, though. Oh, that's a lot of spider mines out front. Zealots are going in. They're getting blasted. The zealots are getting cleansed. The tank fire is insane. Dude, those spider mines detonate almost instantly. They're absolutely right about the spider mines going off way fast. I think they have to, because the units path way too quickly in this game. But on the other hand, that is crazy how much damage they do. Now, we're getting EMP shockwave for the science vessel. So getting science vessels for EMP could be massive. 3 tanks building at a time, 2-2 upgrades on the way. A few Goliaths getting mixed in. Vulture's going to keep trying to run in. He's forcing mass Zealot Stalker warp-ins. Parting's kind of sitting on a pleb tier army, guys. Where are his disruptors? Like, where are his other units, you know? Parting's, like, got a good economy and decent upgrades, but he's kind of chilling a little bit, and I think he needs to actually make sure he does something, because maxing out on Stalker Zealot is not great, and, you know, we've talked about this a lot with both Parting and Hero over the last few years of StarCraft 2, where, like, you'll see these guys get in a good position, and if the Terran turtles up well enough and plays late game, Maru, they kind of run into this wall where they don't really have much of a transition from there sometimes, and they stay too heavy on the gateway units, which is good. There's a lot of action and movement, but when push comes to shove, that tank army is very scary. Supernova should be scanning ahead of this. He sieges his tanks. They do siege pretty slowly, but man, once they siege, they're damaged. Dude, Parting, you can't be fighting here. You cannot be fighting here, man. Dude, the tanks are killing it right now. He's going to try and jump on him while half his tanks are on siege. Some of the tanks do go down, but dude, those tank volleys are dreadful. And I mean dreadful for the Protoss, good for the Terran. That Protoss is still rich, though. If he can surround this army with Zealots right now, it would be huge, but he doesn't have any way of doing that. The Colossus Stalker's trying to, like, stutter step back and slow this push down. But what's he going to do to deal with this, man? Parting's in trouble. Zealot run by up there. Does look pretty good. You can see Supernova's whole army coming back. Zealot's going on top. A lot of the tanks aren't sieged. Oh god, Supernova getting caught on siege. Dude, the tank-friendly fire. The tank-friendly fire. A lot of siege tanks go down. That was very inexpensive for Parting. He just killed like 7 tanks. That's super worth it. And I mean, look at this supply. Supernova should be looking to just take a 4th and turtle, because Parting doesn't really have a long-term game plan. Just play it slow, wait for 3-3, take a 4th base, take a 5th base, but your bases are mining out quicker. This is not StarCraft 1. Your bases will mine out a little bit quicker. Oh, he's getting caught on siege. Supernova getting a bit overeager here, and he's getting punished, and that should be the move that Parting needs. The Zealot Stalker just waits until he's unsieged, moves out of position, and jumps on top. Parting says, Gateway units, you think I need a transition? Nah, Pig, you're a dumbass. I know how to make Stalker Zealot and kill people with Killer Instinct, and with Overwhelming Force. Very nice job by Parting there, using the extreme mobility of StarCraft 2 Protoss to pounce on top. He looked very bad, this army, in the direct fights when SuperNova was set up, but SuperNova just didn't have enough respect for how quickly things could turn if he left those units unsupported without enough vultures and spider mines and things guarding those tanks. Very well played by Parting. All right, well, you guys know, I said I'd just cast one game and then probably do more if you like it, but I realized we haven't seen Zerg, so I've got to cast another game in this video. We've got True down here in the bottom right side. True was one of the cheesiest StarCraft 2 Zerg players, man. He would do stuff with less workers than anybody else, and I am not surprised to see him with Broodwar Zerg opening up with a gas pool in the bottom right side of the map. His opponent in the top left, it is SuperNova once again, playing Terran, and we'll see if he can do any better against this opponent. So this is actually really exciting to me because StarCraft 1 Zerglings are insane. And a lot of their units are crazy. They just struggle to get on top of the enemy. Hydras, I wonder how they've done the Hydras. It probably tries to have the same damage boosts and weaknesses and stuff. Now, I would have used a different casting overlay where I could actually see the stats of each unit to hover over and investigate while casting. Unfortunately, it bugged out when I tried to load these replays up in this mod with that Game Heart overlay, guys, where it was like, there was like little boxes on things and stuff. Things were obscured. So unfortunately, I can't do that. But as I go through, we'll figure out exactly how the units work. Generally speaking, Hydras in StarCraft 1 were a very good general purpose unit, but they did lack a few things, right? They did a massively reduced damage to quite a lot of the regular unit types, like Marines, like small units. I'm pretty sure they did worse damage versus. It's like a different system, whereas obviously this is ported to StarCraft 2, so I'm pretty sure they're going to be using the same sort of tags as StarCraft 2 and just porting over the Broodwar ones into the light, light unit, armored unit, biological unit, those tags, because it's a bit different to the small, medium, large tags that were in StarCraft 1. But anyways, a lot of people don't know, if they're only a casual Broodwar player, how those attack types work, because they were always completely obscured. What does bonus damage to what? And that's the way old games were, man. You needed to go figure that stuff out by sitting in a game and testing it out and looking at how much damage each unit did. But Zerglings coming out, you can see they're pretty fast. They do good damage. That is a 60 hit point. Actually, wait, is he playing StarCraft 2? SC... Oh, I think SuperNova's playing StarCraft 2, right? I think they're always doing StarCraft 1 versus... Oh, he is. He's playing StarCraft 2 mech. I say mech because it's SuperNova and he always plays mech. So he's not playing StarCraft 1. That was a 45 hit point SCV. It goes down to these Zerglings. So this is an insanely fast Ling speed for True. So he's got 6 Lings out with Ling speed now. And as you can see, they are StarCraft 1 Zerglings, but he's going super fast lair right now. Now, problem with his build order, he forgot to take a second gas. And in StarCraft 2, you do need a second gas in order to support the Spire. Otherwise, when your lair finishes, you're a little bit shy of that Spire. And he's clearly going 2-hatch, or trying to think about going 2-hatch Mutiling. And he's realizing, hey, StarCraft 1 Broodwar builds don't come over. Spire does go down now, slightly delayed, but not too bad. Goes for a 3rd hatchery, and he's going to build a creep colony at the front, which he'll be turning into a sunken to help defend any Hellion aggression. Now, Reaper comes forward for Mr. SuperNova. SuperNova's got a starport on the way. His first 2 Hellions are building. And, yeah, that's a sunken colony, as you guys can see. Now, the sunken colony basically shoots a spine crawler from underground and stabs units up the butt. Oh, hello. Lings with Ling speed do go down, do take down the unit there. And oh my god, that looks bizarre. That looks so different to the StarCraft 1 sunken, but I guess they took this straight out of the campaign or whatever, where you do have a lot of StarCraft 1 units in there. Wow, that looks crazy. I kind of like it. It's very different, but it's got all this extra coil, right, that it's ready to stab under the ground and then stab up wherever its target is. Now, True's going to take the 4th base on the right side as well. He's kind of building these like macro hatcheries right now. And we'll see how he does. Spire's almost here. These are going to be StarCraft 1 Mutalisks. I don't know really. What is the difference? I mean, StarCraft 2 Mutalisks have way better regen. And they have kind of crazy acceleration and stuff. StarCraft 1 Mutalisks were basically just good because all the ground units pathed really bad and they pathed really nicely. I don't know if they'll have changed the Mutalisk at all, to be fair, guys. The only difference is that it'll morph into a Guardian, right? I think. We'll see as time goes on. Turrets are on the way. Cyclones have been built. So SuperNova's playing very carefully here because True is such a cheeser. But if True actually just drones up his 3rd and 4th base, he will take an economic advantage. Remember, he doesn't have queens, so he doesn't have lava injects. He just needs a lot of hatcheries for production. So he's building more hatcheries. 2 Evo chambers go down. First couple Mutalisks are going to come out, guys. They look way slower than StarCraft 2 Mutalisks. Yeah, they just look worse, right? Am I imagining things, guys? Actually, they look... Okay, you know what? I think they think they're similar speed, but they don't have the StarCraft 2 acceleration. They're definitely a little bit slower. They're a little bit slow. Maybe not massively, but they're definitely a little slower. So he's basically just playing worse Mutalisks right now. I feel like Hydras are what you should be using because the StarCraft 1 Hydra is so cheap and massable and that sort of thing. So he's going 1-1 range. He's going for a gas and a Hydra. Yeah, I think he's realizing Mutas might not have been a good choice. That being said, he's forced a lot of turrets, cyclones, Thors, all on 2 base. Very slow 3rd command center. So I think it's kind of successful. True's kind of scared him without actually committing that hard to it. And that's going to work out quite well as 1-1 range and Carapace do start up. Hellions going to drive in. Ooh, a couple Spore Tricks, baby. Not in time. Mutalisks will chase those Hellions off, but Hellions should be able to get out of there. Maybe not. Bounce damage is pretty good. Oh, they barely escape. Both Hellions deep in the red. Now, 3 bases are still saturated. It feels like SuperNova's economic growth is way slower than the Zergs. He could be more efficient in the long run, potentially, but he's still playing StarCraft 2 Terran, so he's got to be careful. You know, he's got to get a 4th command center potentially in the near future and finish saturating these bases, move out to that 3rd, and really entrench his position. SuperNova plays a very campy style generally. When you run into SuperNova on the ladder, you're usually very sad because you know even if he gets to a winning position, he's going to take another 33 minutes to finish you off. You kind of need to like leave the game. He will never force you to leave the game. By the way, do these old StarCraft 1 Zerglings have like a hand sticking out of their head? Dude, how weird are their front claws? Oh, the StarCraft 1 Zerglings look like they have little hands sticking out of their head. That's hilarious. Oh, StarCraft 1 Hydras, though. One of me faves. One of me faves. StarCraft 1 Hydras are on the field, guys. Where's that Lurker Den? Now, to be fair, StarCraft 1 Lurkers suck in StarCraft 2 because they have like 4 range. So I can't imagine Lurkers will be great. Hydras should do okay, just as like a core range unit. They're only like, what, 75 minerals, 25 gas, as opposed to StarCraft 2, 100 minerals, 50 gas. 50 resources difference is big, but you need their upgrades. These Hydras don't have groove spines or muscular augments. They don't have either of the upgrades there, right? Oh, there we go. Muscular augments is about to finish. So there we go. They've got 1 upgrade now. Now they move a lot faster, which is huge. And now he's going to go for the groove spines. Okay, so he is getting both Hydra upgrades coming in. And it is kind of like going massively on drones, up to above 70 workers. You can't beat a mech army with pure Hydras, can you? Especially, I mean, actually, it depends. Because these Hydras might actually do full damage to the Hellions. I can't wait to see. I feel like they might do half damage to Hellions because they're small units. Then again, I don't know if that's really a thing. Would they have given them double damage to armored, these Hydras, and normal damage, quote unquote, to light units? Man, my next cast, I'll have a lot more details on how this all goes for you all. Dude, he's going Ventral Sacs. Oh, Overlord drops, but he cancels it. Oh, he cancels it. And he goes Infestation Pit as well, so he's thinking about going for a Hive. +2 Carapaces on the way. Dude, True's macroing really hard, and True is not really a macro player, so he's either going to just look amazing with Defilers and StarCraft 1 Ultras and Defilers, or he's going to look absolutely appallingly bad. Oh yeah, these Hydras don't do much damage. Look at how little damage they're doing to these Hellions, guys. Yeah. So they're not good against, like, Hellions and Marines and stuff like that. So Hellions and Hellbats will actually be really good at buffering against the Hydras. There's 6... Are those Queens? Guys, what? Oh, that's a Queen's Nest, not an Infestation Pit. He's making the Queen Energy upgrade. Increase Queen Energy start by 50 and starting energy... Oh, total energy by 50, starting energy by 12. And spawn Broodlings. So he's going to try and spam spawn Broodlings. Now, spawn Broodlings is a 200 energy ability. Costs a ton of energy, and it just one-shots any unit and spawns a couple of Broodlings where it was. So you use that to one-shot Thors and tanks. Very effective, but it takes a huge time to build up enough energy to really use that effectively. So this is going to be kind of crazy to see, like, can he actually do this with the old StarCraft 1 Queen? The StarCraft 1 Queen is friggin' cool, man. I didn't realize they had tusks out front. Apparently they do. So yeah, she's ready to pump her virile payload into any other units. It's going to take her a few minutes, though. So he's going to build 11 Queens. And this is a good idea because SuperNova is such a turtler. He doesn't really finish games, like I said. Against any other Terran, There's no way you get this up in time. But against him, no, this is great. Energy upgrade finishes just before these next queens start popping out as well. Spawn broodling starts. This is great. Now, True has not spread any creep. You might be wondering, why aren't you spreading creep, dummy? Guys, StarCraft 1, creep only spreads from creep colonies and structures. Hatcheries, creep colonies. So there's just no reason to. There's just no reason to spread creep. It doesn't do anything for you except allow you to build buildings and deny your opponent from building buildings on that area as well. So he's going to be much more of a creepless player. He's got, right now, 36 Hydras, 2 Zerglings, 3 Mutas, and 12 Queens. Mass Hydra Queen. 11 more drones on the way. Guys, he's going up 120 drones. He needs to mass creep sunken and spore colonies everywhere. If he wants to play this style, he just needs to be able to slow down pushes with mass static D, and 113 drones is crazy. That's actually insane. I like that he's got a mixture, though, of Hydras and Sunkens protecting these bases. I wouldn't mind some spore colonies as well. Ghosts are coming out for SuperNova, so he's going full Ghost Mech. He's going to a 5th Command Center, +3 vehicle weapons, +2 vehicle armor. And we're going to see if True, the Cheese Man, can make it happen with a Troll mass spawn broodling strategy. Hellions going to drive down the south, see what they can find. They're going to go in and start trying to pick off these things. By the way, for those who don't know, this has apparently got so much popularity in Korea, these show matches and this mod. They're doing a show match at GSL. It was announced in the Discord for this Evo mod complete. They said apparently, I think it's on the 15th of this month, and there might even be like Tastosis casting it, which is freaking cool. Oh, not Tastosis, but Statosis? Sorry, that would imply there's Artosis. Stateless. That's, sorry, I keep getting my tasteless caster duo combo incorrect. Hydra's coming in from 2 sides. He's going to trap these Hellions. Okay, guys, so there's 21 queens, and he's starting to get pretty good energy, but still not enough for spawn broodlings. Spawn broodlings is 200 energy. So there's like 120, 120, 150, 160, 167, 134, 151. It's going to be another minute until he can start actually spawning broodlings. I don't think he's clicked on his units unless he... Oh, wait, it's 150. It's 150 energy. I think they changed it. Or maybe it was always 150. Either way, he's going to come in with those queens. Hydras are attacking the front. The queens are kind of hiding themselves a little bit. He's going in. He's going to drop a single spawn broodlings on one tank. The Hydras are just headbutting into a choke point. True throws another spawn broodling on another tank over there. He's got to avoid the EMP, though. If those ghosts can EMP his queens, one EMP could ruin his day. He's going forward 1 queen at a time. Spawns broodlings on a cyclone. Snipe's trying to come down. Another spawn broodlings. He could even use it on the queens. Dude, he's spawned broodlings on ghosts right now. Dude, he's actually spawned broodlings on cyclones, ghosts, hellbats, anything. He's using it on literally any unit right now. True is spamming spawn broodlings across the whole army, but even he used it on a lot of cheap units. That was a little bit wasteful. He still has 18 queens, though. He can go back, let them slowly regenerate. You can see the life, 79 on that queen, should be regenerating slowly. 80, there we go. It'll go to 81 in a little bit. He needs gases on these edge bases because he's got such a silly economy, and then he can just keep doing that over and over. Now, SuperNova is going to need more turrets, more sensor towers, scans, and he's going to need to run forward and EMP the queens when they do that. But I like the way True, if he goes in like one at a time and just broodlings the ghosts, then that could be really effective. I believe it works on any unit type, right? It doesn't have to be mechanical or anything, does it? I think it works on any unit type, just normally you use it on big boys. I don't know if it works on flyers, actually. That's a question I would have. I think it's an anti-ground ability. Dude, 56 Hydras! My god, wait, how's he got 56 Hydras? They're only 1 supply! Oh, I forgot the main thing. There are only 1 supply in StarCraft 1. Yeah, they're a trash unit, but look at how many you get. Oh my god, they're so cheap and expendable. He just runs forward and starts busting this ramp like a crazy person. Happy to take a few hits there. Watch out for the EMPs. The EMPs do not come down. Oh, no EMPs landing. Spawn broodlings all over those ghosts and some of the tanks. A few of those queens do go down, though. There's only 13 left. He loses 5 of them. Hydras are busting through. Queens, ghosts, hellbats trying to get back. SuperNova desperately trying to defend. He was going for that top right base, but he actually didn't finish killing it because he's trying to get back here. There's no overlords here for detection. Remember, you need to bring overlords for detection in StarCraft 1. Otherwise, these cloaked ghosts have no answer. The Hydras are just fighting whatever they can, though. Hellbat, you can see they're really bad at killing hellbats. They kill the Liberators much faster because Liberators are an armored unit. They do about double damage to armored. This is what simulates that bonus to medium, or that, maybe not bonus, but full damage to medium and half damage to light units. So they're doing really bad versus the Hellbats, great versus the Libs and the tanks when they can land hits on them. Small and medium. I could be getting those numbers wrong. I'm terrible at Broodwar, by the way. I never played it a lot. I mean, I played the campaigns a lot. Played the campaigns a bunch of times. Played a few multiplayer games here and there. Like to screw it around in it a tiny bit. But I did not really get into online gaming until much later. 9 queens. I think Warcraft 3 was really my introduction to ladder. Which is a bit of a different game. 9 queens are on the way right now. 105 drones. There are still 57 hydras out. Units lost tab is pretty even. It's a little bit ahead for True. If True can mine this base out, and then, yeah, I mean, there's 4 tanks and a lib there, as well as a bunch of turrets. It's a pretty good setup with the turrets kind of shielding against any queens coming forward to spawn broodlings. So if hydras come in range to kill the turrets, tanks are shooting them, or just barely not, potentially. And then if you run forward with your queens, they're going to start dying to the turrets. He still can bust it, but it's going to be expensive. 1 queen goes down, make it 2, make it 3, make it 4, make it 5. Oh god, like 5, 6 queens are going down. That's so many queens. He does break the position, but what can he now do with it? The queens, he's lost so many of them. Remember, they take a long time to get more spawn broodling. Hydra's trying to shove up the ramp right now. You can see how slow they are at killing these Hellbats, guys. They're very bad at killing Hellbats, but they will eventually get through there. Command center on the left goes down. The SCVs are going down as well. The Hydras are starting to get cleaned through. They're killing a lot of Hellbats as they go down, though. 13 SCVs do fall. The Hydra's trading out as best they can. A lot of Hellbats fall. 1 or 2 ghosts do go down, but the Thors eventually will clean things up. Hydraless corpses floating up to the heavens right now. And True says, you know what? That may look like an awkward trade, but I'm happy with it. You can see once again, guys, they're only doing 7 damage an attack right now. And there's no bio armor for those SCVs, whereas you have +3 range. If you're doing 7 damage in attack with +3, that means it's 4 damage normally if they don't have a bonus. Yeah, so that goes to show how little damage these Hydras do compared to StarCraft 2 Hydralisks that are a similarly fragile unit, but attack more like a bloody machine gun marine with non-stop stims injected. More Hydras are building this bottom left base, though, could get taken out. He's going to have to jump on this planetary in the top, and I think as long as he kills that planetary quickly, it's an okay trade, trading base for base. You got to be careful who's going to be able to do more here. A lot of drones will go down on that base. True might be okay with that since he's got so much bank. The Hydras do need to move in right now. Oh, he's going to get all these SCVs. They will not escape, man. There's no way those SCVs escape. Wow, I can't believe any of those SCVs. 1 SCV got out somehow. I do not know how. Hydra's still pushing in, but they're not really fighting that efficiently. Planetary in the top right does go down. These Hydras are moving in. Queen's hanging out at the same time. Back here, it looks like more Hydras are trying to be built. It's going to be a bit of a base trade. SuperNova is going to shove it in for the counter push. True's taking big damage from that siege tank on the left. Spawn Broodlings does take it out. These Queens are moving forward. It's weird how True seems to be single casting these as if he's playing StarCraft 1. I gotta be honest, guys, I'm pretty sure True is individually selecting queens to throw spells. Yeah, right? Or because he's not moving the squad forward the way he should. True is one of those guys. I would not be surprised if he remaps all the StarCraft 2 hotkeys to be the same as StarCraft 1 as well. He's a bit of a weird guy. Hydra's running out. They are getting cleaned up by Thors and Hellbats as we see. Hydra's rallying out to their death. He needs to change those rally points back inside the main base. The Hydras are getting massacred as they move out. That being said, he does break through all the production. Look at this. The Broodlings try to get in there, and the Broodlings do so little damage because there's only +1 melee, so they can't really kill the siege tank as long as it's repaired, but that's only as long as it's repaired. And the Hydra's slowly pushing in. He's got to move up this ramp as best he can. True does start to move up this ramp. He needs to kill that tank, man. Hydras will take care of that tank finally, but it took a while to do that. Finally, a spawn Broodling actually ended up breaking it. Hydra's massing in the back. Could do okay. As long as he keeps pulling them back, he could clear a few Hellbats, slow down the break in this main base. As the tanks siege up, though, those Hydras just get absolutely blasted to the heavens. 92 army supply for SuperNova, 108 for True. Now, you got to think the Queens will win a base trade here, but then you have to realize, is that really true? Liberator, 78 drones have gone down to 68 SCVs. Liberator does get cleaned up, though, so True can go back to mining. He's got a Hydra Den. He's got 13 Queens. And if those Queens can pick off Thors, tanks, obviously Zerg wins. Whereas if the Ghost can EMP and snipe all of those Queens, it's a very different story. So most of the Hydras are coming back now. There's still a few Broodlings in the main base trying to kill these buildings. And here we go. Hydra's trying to head back. Looks like the tanks on the high ground doing some good damage. Big 25 army supply lead for True right now. True comes in, but he doesn't quite get those Queen spells off. He kind of messed that up there. He got scared by the Thors. He lost 1 Queen. There we go. Spawn Broodlings goes down, takes out a couple of siege tanks. Nicely done. Remember, they have so much max energy. They can spawn Broodling. Is it only 125 energy? I think it might only be 125. In which case, that means they can already do another spawn Broodling. That's crazy. Okay, I didn't realize these Broodwar Queens are cracked, guys. Max energy, they get 2 spawn broodlings. That's 2 instant kill spells. Look at this. I mean, yeah, it's a bit awkward to cast it, but oh my god, where's the EMP, dude? All the tanks are just gone. All the tanks are gone. As long as you bring Overlords in for detection, which True is now going to be doing this time, the Hydras are going to come in from 2 sides. That is too much Hydras. That is just too many Hydras. Oh my gosh. What in the hell? Proper swarm. True comes in. Supernova's getting bullied today, but that was kind of awesome. Seeing that StarCraft 1 Queen on display, I don't think the Zerglings and the Mutas did well at all, but luckily Supernova played very kind of passive against them, and the spawn Broodlings were just legendary. GG, well played there by True, showing us that the old school Queen has still got that magic. GG, well played. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this series. If you did enjoy watching these games, please make sure you actually let us know in the comments, and if so, I'll cast those other couple of replays that Top sent me, and keep our eyes on those other upcoming show matches to see if there's any other awesome games on this mod. I'll also do a bit more research in the next video to figure out exactly how the stat changes work. Thanks for watching, see you next time, goodbye and good night.